Hey everyone, welcome to Rick's 1/35 scale models. My name is Rick. I've been real busy lately doing lots of projects, kind of different things, but I did want to take a moment to talk about one of the kits I just got, which I thought was a really nice kit. Now it's not a modern German kit, but I think it is definitely worthy of a review, and I'm excited to build it. That would be Meng's Merkava Mk.4M, and this is with the Trophy Active Protection System. Now I picked up this kit, I like what I see, it's really nice inside, so I wanted to take some time to review it and show you what it's all about. So let's get started. So looking through, the first thing you're going to get is a couple pieces of paper. The first thing they have, it came with this for some kind of a model contest from Meng, but the dates that it was available, I got the model after, so that wasn't a big deal. But it came with this paperwork. Then they give you a pretty nice little decal and paint scheme. Pretty straightforward painting, but there you have a couple different versions of the decals you can do here. Kind of how it's laid out. The color here doesn't look like the real vehicle, so I think the print, the ink's a little off on the printing, but they show the actual colors it's supposed to be in the descriptions, and that's that. And then diving into the instructions, you got a nice little graphic art, same as the cover. Some information here in Chinese, and then they go through some different languages, and you've got the background in English, a couple other languages listed going through here. Then you get into your basic tool requirements, things like that, and then you dive into the actual build. They do the bogie wheel setup this way for the road wheels and the different drive sprocket and the front idler wheel. This is one solid piece. I like how they do the road wheel here with all these different sections. It ends up creating a really nice product. A little bit tedious to assemble, but you get great results. And then diving in, the lower hull assembly, all the different components that go into that. They actually have springs made of styrene here, which I'll show when I show the actual parts, so you have great detail there and the quality of the kit. Going through your access hatch in the back, also the extra armor plate that hangs underneath it. They have all that's all set up here, along with some different components with lots of extra details to make it look a lot nicer kit. The track section, going through the assembly process, and it's a two-piece track that you assemble. Not like a lot of tracks have multiple other sections. This is just straightforward two-piece, but still a little bit of tedious process assembly there. Going through the still lower hull assembly, parts like that. Continuing on, everything pretty straightforward. Each set of rules, assembly instructions, and that here are pretty simple. They don't overcomplicate it with lots of extra steps. It's pretty nice, that design system. Going through the barrel assembly into the protection for the front of the turret, and then assembling the turret. Turret's straightforward, not a whole lot of parts to it. Continuing on through, then you start adding all the extra little details on the outside of that. Parts of the rear storage boxes, the sensors for the trophy system, the turret, commander's hatch, different things like that. Some of the sighting systems. Continuing on, the baskets in the back. Some of the protection they have here for rocket-propelled grenades and things like that to make them detonate, not go underneath the back of the turret. Continue on here. They do not have all of the electronic cables and all that that control these automatic weapons, but you can easily modify the model and add those components. And then the different options for protective plates in the back and things like that here. And then a list of your sprue sheets, different parts. your paint coating for the different brands you can go with, and the color codes. And that's the instructions part. So let's dive into looking at the plastic. So you're going to have a couple of different bags. I've opened all of them except for these. If it's little small parts, you've got a chain, some different cables, wires, and then your decals. The decals are really good quality, aligned print with multiple colors. Nice there. And then on the back you'll have a PE sheet with lots of different components. Really good quality detail in the PE sheet. They're thin and done nice. The other thing that's kind of neat about this is the Israelis have a license plate that looks like it's raised metal. So they actually have that here with different identifying numbers to which ones you go with, and it's actually, you have the texture and everything on there, which is a really nice aspect for the build. Gives you a couple different options and then a really accurate quality there. Okay, you're going to have your clear plastic, which has your different protections and periscopes. Really nice, clear quality, good print. You're going to have your road wheels and some of your suspension. This is what I was talking about the springs. They're the side injection so that you get the real nice inside. No real good seams to have to worry about sanding down. Nice print. Like I said, they actually work. Really delicate parts of the suspension system, and some of these different connections here you can see for the toe rings and that. Plastic's really good quality printing. Definitely one of Meng's better quality kits. The road wheels have the actual bolt pattern here, and you can see the actual six-sided aspects of that, along with the return wheels that go on the top part of the suspension and all that. These are the idler wheels I had talked about. They come separate like this. Interesting casting, how they've done here. Really good quality. They almost look like they were 3D resin, but they're actual styrene plastic. So nice quality there on that. Not a lot of cleanup to make them look sharp. The top of the hull here, you can see all your non-skid plating here, some different handles and rings. Good quality print there. All these different bolts and that, they're on the top, all have the good quality to them. This will be the underside of the hull. You've got your two sides and your bottom, along with some of the drive shafts and different other parts of the suspension and rear end of the vehicle. Real good quality casting. You've got a little texture on that, which the vehicle actually has. It's not just smooth plastic. The turret comes in two sections. You've got the lower and the upper. You've got all the welds and bolt patterns here, along with some underside details you'll never really ever be able to see, but they have them there, which is a nice aspect. Nice to see. And then the top has tremendous details built into it. Parts of, like I said, here's their trophy system, sighting system, the hatches for the crew members. And then you have your discharges for your white phosphorus smoke grenades, parts of the air conditioning, electronics, and that here. A lot of small detail parts here from the turret, from the hull, drive sprockets, different aspects, your guns, real delicate, lots of nice little parts. The way they've set up the spruce sheets, not a lot of difficulty getting them off. Pretty straightforward. Parts even have a lot of the textures built into them, which is a neat aspect. Good quality. These are parts of the chains that hang in the back of the turret to protect it from rocket-propelled grenades and things like that. It might be better if these were actual chain, but they're solid plastic. But definitely good quality casting. That would be something to maybe modify to make it look a little nicer, but these are pretty nice quality as they are now. More parts of the turret and the lower hull kind of intermixed. This is the protective plate that goes underneath the vehicle. Some tools, different side panels, your barrel, parts of the hatch systems, and then the rear hatch here. Real good casting quality, continuing with that non-skid, and those aspects, really impressive casting. This will be a part that in several different Meng models you'll see. It's for the gun system on the roof. You get the different barrel options depending on which system you're going with, your ammunition line, some ammo boxes, and some aspects here. It also comes with the 50 cal machine gun, which is really good quality casting. It has all the holes for ventilation, side parts. Works out to be a really nice quality piece. More detailed parts, you're going to have your trophy system here with the detection devices, parts of the boxes for that system, some other hatches, covers, plates, some more of that chain mail that hangs in the back of the turret, along with more of the hatches, hatch covers, latches. So here's the spruce sheet for the tracks. You have two sets of these, and they're a two-piece track that you glue together, and the section overlaps where the part right here overlaps on this side right here. Here's a close-up. You can see here you've got your one part with the rod, and then that goes into this groove over on this side. And then here's the back side of those same parts. You're going to have your part that the road wheel sits on with the guide in the center, and then here's the other half of the track. These parts are pretty delicate, small, real small parts, look to scale pretty good. A little bit of flashing on some of these components, not too much, but I would say about 2/3 of them have this flashing sheet here that you're going to have to clean off. Other than that, not too difficult. The way they've put them on the spruce sheets, pretty simple to cut, although you got to be careful on the ends here because that's part of the support for the guide rod, so you have to be real careful when you cut that off or you'll mess up the track link. So that's a look at the kit. I think it's a really nice model, a really good presentation by Meng. I've done a lot of research yet on the actual vehicle itself, but prior to building it I'm going to do that. But what I do see here is a really nice model, as I said in the review, looking at the parts and everything else. A lot of potential. I think it'd be a fun build. It's a pretty affordable kit, relatively easy to get a hold of, so definitely recommend it for some of the newer vehicles you're going to see out there with a lot of the more modernized systems. As I said before, you've got the American Abrams. They're looking at installing this trophy system on. The Norwegians are picking up the K2 tank, the Black Panther, and they've already got that going into production. I'm going to be doing a review on that model, and I'm in the process of building one of those, as you can kind of see here in the background. So I'm going to do a review on that product. And then most importantly, the Germans look like they're putting it on the Leopard, which I've seen some pictures of that. Looks like a really neat setup too. But going back to the kit, nice model, definitely worth building, highly recommend it. So anyway, comments and questions always welcome. As I said before, get me on Facebook, email me, please reach out to me. Please like, subscribe, please share. Anything and everything, always looking for good interaction with my followers. Anyway, take care everybody, happy modeling, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care everybody, bye bye.